During the start of the American Revolution, the Americans' weak militia seemed helplessly against the mighty British Army. Although they both had their advantages, for example, the British had the best military at the time, had a much better economy, and were much more organized. But the Americans knew the land's geography, were fighting for belief, and most importantly, the Americans were using attrition warfare, meaning they needed to wear down Great Britain and exhaust their resources. The Battle of Lexington and Concord was the first military engagement of the war. Who shot first is unknown till this day. The Battle of Bunker Hill was a defeat for the Americans, but they had only lost 115 men compared to the British loss of 268 and 805 wounded. During the first winter of the war, the Americans attacked the Hessian camp, but the Hessians were celebrating the holidays, making it an easy victory for the Americans. This event was known as the Battle of Trenton. One of the most important battles of the war was the Battle of Saratoga. Starting on September 19, 1777, and ending October 17, 1777, with the Americans coming out on top, the battle was the turning point of the war. The reason being, it had gained the Americans a powerful ally, the French. Even though the Americans had gained a powerful ally, they still faced many hardships. One of the worst being Valley Forge. Valley Forge had happened the second winter of the war and brought famine, disease, and a shivering cold. The final battle of the war was the Siege of Yorktown. The British were surrounded by all sides. Both a stubborn British general, Cornwallis, drew out the battle for 20 days. After General Cornwallis surrendered, the signing of the Treaty of Paris had begun, which meant an end to the war and independence for the U.S.